Hey there, this is Gabriel, PM for Runner SaaS. Today joined by Joe and Davis, and we're kicking off the 16.9 iteration. Yeah, so just a quick recap. Maybe you forgot it in the new year, I don't know. This is Runner SaaS. We are the team that hosts runners for GitLab, currently only available on gitlab.com. And our scope and offering is SaaS runners on Linux, GPU-enabled runners, SaaS runners on macOS, and SaaS runners on Windows. If you want to have like a bigger picture of what we're working on, feel free to read through the directions page. I've just recently updated the 1-year plan and the 3-year plan, and it gives you kind of all the insights of what we're working on and what we have planned. I've also recently created this epic as kind of a capturing of all the issues that we are working on in the next year, but also concretely in the next quarter and the following iterations. So you can use that to kind of guide through all of the iteration planning issues and all of the top level milestones we're trying to achieve. Yeah. Now jumping into 16.9 planning. There's 3 things we're keen to work on. First one, as our P1, is CI steps. Joe's gonna go over that in a second. After that, we are still supporting the dedicated team to host runners on GitLab Dedicated, which is our single tenant offering for customers. They are expected to drop in this end of this iteration even. So, or end of this month, I should say. So end of January, I think the first round of runners should be hosted. So excited for that. And then last one, we are transitioning our Linux runners to the new autoscaler and kind of dogfooding the runner team is doing, or what the runner team is doing with the new autoscaler and fleeting for GCP. So yeah, handing over to you, Joe, to go a bit in detail over CI steps and what that's all about.
Cool, thanks. Yeah, so this iteration number 2 is about adding script support. This is the same keyword as what we already have in the CI language. And the point is the same, to make it just really easy to use. If you've been following along with steps at all, you've seen a little bit about this in one of the last videos, but the steps has sort of like a very well-defined core syntax, but it's verbose. It's going to stay small for stability, but we're going to add some sugar. So we're going to have a second data model. So this one really, pushing on this one keyword really gets that new data model established. So step runner can process things with sugar-like keywords like script that automatically detect your operating system, pick the right script, stuff like that. And it will also provide a JSON model for the JSON schema for the front end and the back end to use also for validating this syntax. So yeah, this is just kind of expanding the reach of steps. Hopefully at this point, after this iteration, steps won't be in an environment variable, which is just a temporary hack. They'll be actually supported as a proper top-level part of the CI syntax. So you'll be able to actually get the validation and stuff.
Cool, thank you. Super exciting stuff on steps coming. I'm very interested in what customers think of it when first using. Cool. Jumping over to the grid work for the hosted runners and our dedicated team.
So for the dedicated runners, the grit work here, there's just a couple of things that are really small cleanup to kind of catch things up with our readmes and little things that are not quite working the way we want in all of the refactoring and changes we made. But the sort of meat of what we're updating in this iteration is creating an AMI pipeline that will create AMIs for our ephemeral machines that are the job machines that run the actual jobs, that will provide an AMI. And then additionally, we want to add another module that's going to be inside Grit, but not be part of the same main Grit module that we've been providing. This will be an optional module that will allow you to look up the AMI that we are creating in this AMI pipeline. And then you don't really have to think about creating your own AMI for jobs. Yeah, I think that's mostly it.
Cool. Yeah, excited to see that work in action. Last one I already talked about it briefly. Just transitioning our internal Linux runner, so that's not even customer facing for now, to the latest edition of the GCP plugin, which also drops in beta in 16.9, I believe. So it's a good sync there with the runner team. Yeah, that's about it. Thank you so much. Excited iteration coming. See you guys next time.